nag-message sa akin yung schoolmate ko. He said he's been watching my videos about the shark kasi very interested na talaga siya bumili. Pero he had to put it off kasi may nabasa daw siyang isang post about a shark owner na sinasabi niya na hindi raw totoo yung kiniklaim ni BYD na range ng shark kasi masyadong makonsumo daw. And then pangalawa, kesyo kapag ka below 20% na raw yung SOC, parang nawawalan na ng torque. So ito yung post niya. Marami daw tumawag sa kanyang mga kaibigan niya asking about his post sa Facebook. So, totoo ba raw na 354 kilometers lang ang range ng isang full tank at full charge? They just want to hear from my mouth directly. My answer is a big yes. That 800-kilometer promise is a fantasy if you do long drive with the BYD Shark 6. That is how I describe it. Kalokohan yung 800 kilometers na yan. Actually nga, isang full tank is only 304 kilometers if you deduct the EV range na 50 kilometers. 1 liter will give you only 7 kilometers range. Sabi ng friend ko, he doesn't really care much about the fuel efficiency because he can afford it naman. Ang concern niya talaga is kesyo nag-low power daw. Hindi ko maintindihan how that would happen or baka mali lang ang interpretation. Parang na-challenge ako, parang na-question yung credibility ko, you know. I've been documenting the shark. This is what? Our 4th or 5th video with the shark. And I really like this truck. So after that conversation, I've been thinking, ano ba ang kulang doon sa mga videos na ginawa ko? And na-realize ko nga na mostly papunta kami ng Bicol, di ba? Hindi ko naman talaga kinargahan ng mabibigat yung shark. Wala kaming kasabay na another truck, di ba? So wala talaga tayong comparison versus another truck na dumaan sa exactly the same terrain, exactly the same time. So, here we are. We have the shark. We are actually here at the Manor Hotel at Camp John Hay. Dala natin ang shark and nagdala rin tayo ng Ford Ranger 4x4. 2025. Less than 20,000 kilometers ang odo niya. So, comparable dito kasing age lang din itong shark. In this video, isasama namin kayo sa Baguio. We're driving the BYD Shark 6 Demo and the Ford Ranger Sport 4x4. Side by side silang dalawa. Fully loaded ang karga. Iko-compare natin ang energy consumption, power, and driving comfort. We will drive these trucks above 80 kph. Hindi mabagal more than 80 kph. Pero syempre, within speed limits. Para siguradong honest, unbiased, at totoong practical review ang mapapanood ninyo. At kayo na ang humusga if the BYD Shark 6 DMO is the right truck for you. Yes, it's our signature Pro Test Drive. Practical, relatable, use, test drive. Dito lang yan sa Team DTV. Bago tayo mag-start mag-drive, pina-full tank ko muna yung dalawang trucks kasi full tank method ang gagawin nating pag-measure ng fuel consumption para mas accurate, di ba? Agree? Dito tayo sa Clean Fuel para magpa-full tank nitong Ford Ranger. Ayun, 66. Nag-automatic. Narinig nyo? Ayan. Full tank na tayo, ano? Ayan. And then this time, i-reset natin ang trip meter. Ayan, trip 1. Press OK. Ayun, 0 na. And mukhang wala tong trip 2 eh. Ayun na yun. Automatic na. Okay na yan, mag-noise agad. And then, magpapakarga tayo, magpapa-full charge tayo, 100%. Ayan, fully charged na tayo, 100%. And then, ayan, yung gasolina natin, full na rin. And then, ayan, i-reset na natin tong trip A. Basis. I-reset na rin natin yung trip B. Okay? And then, we go back to trip A. Alright, we're all set for tomorrow. And then, we loaded each truck with 20 bottle containers. Alam nyo, yung sa bahay, sa mga opisina na bottle containers natin, 20 piraso nun. Alam nyo ba kung gaano kabigat ang isa nun? 19 kilograms ang isa. So, ang 20 nun is a total of 380 kilograms. And then, we also invited our friends from the BYD Sea Lion 6 Philippines para meron din tayong passengers, di ba? Para lang malinaw yung distribution of weight kasi, like I said, itong challenge na ginagawa natin, importante talaga yung weight. Ang laging magkasama, si Sir Chester, si Ram, tsaka si Rila. Kasi silang tatlo, dalawang cute, di ba? Tsaka isang large. Dito, dalawang medium. So, pagsamahin mo silang tatlo versus dito sa mga medium, halos pareho lang. Magpapalit-palit kami ng car para may experience din sila sa Ranger, may experience din sila sa Shark. But every time na mag-change, laging sila magkakasama. Laging sila magkasama. So, with the 380 kilograms na load sa bed, plus 3 to 4 passengers, tumataginting na 700 to 750 kilograms for each truck. Chinek ko yung website ng BYD at Ford, wala namang nakasulat na maximum payload sa mga brochure nila. Pero according to Google, the Shark has a maximum payload of 790 kilograms, while yung Ranger has 985 kilograms. Anyway, just take note na yung karga natin ngayon is close to their maximum payload. Okay, so we are now driving to Baguio. So, kakagali lang namin ng BYD Corinthians. Kasama ko dito si Edward at si Ken. Ayan, mamaya ko na sila ipakita sa inyo. Doon sa kabila, sa Ford Ranger, ang nagda-drive si Madam Pea. Ang sakay naman niya doon, tatlo. Si Chester, yung 6-footer nating tropa. And then yung dalawa nating kasamang cute, si Ram tsaka si Rila. So, yun yung naging arrangement namin. Silang tatlo ang laging magkakasama. Ang pinaka malayong narating ng full average ng Shark sa experience ko is 98 kilometers sa SLEX. Okay? So ngayon, eto ko sa EDSA tayo, medyo matraffic, tapos kargado. Tingnan natin kung gaano kalaki ang ibababa. Of course, ina-expect natin bababa. Iko-compare naman natin sa consumption ng Ranger. Yun ang ikinaganda ngayon ng testing na ginagawa natin ngayon. This time, may kasama talaga tayo. Exactly the same traffic, about the same load, the same driving condition, the same direction. I would say mga 90% parehong-pareho, di ba? So magandang comparison. Share ko lang sa inyo yung settings ko, no? So naka-eco mode pa rin tayo. And then of course naka full EV. Yung regenerative braking natin sinet ko sa high. Yan naman ang typical na settings ko kapag ka nasa city driving. Tapos pag nasa highway, chine-change ko na. Pero I think this time I will stay in high regen kasi mabigat tayo. So kapag kailangan ko mag-slow down para less ang load sa brakes, tsaka ma-maximize natin yung regen. Si Madam Pea, di ko lang alam kung ano ang regen settings niya. Hindi, Ranger pala yun. Diesel pala yun. Wala namang regen yun. Nandito na tayo sa Total NLEX. Meron ditong EV charger si Evro, si AC Mobility. Pakita ko lang ayan, 54% SOC, Trip A 63.8. Malayo pa. See? Konti lang Baka umabot pa to ng 70 kilometers, 75. That's not bad considering the load. Silipin naman natin yung Ford Ranger. Ayan. Trip 1, 63.3 kilometers. And then yung average fuel consumption niya is 7 liters per 100 kilometers. Matipid din, no? May konting difference lang sila sa distance. Yung Shark 63.8, eto 63.3. So mga 0.5 kilometers. Breakfast daw muna kami dito sa Cafe France. Hello. Leaving Total. So, ang gagawin lang natin guys, inaantay ko lang na maubos yung battery natin. Guys, papasok na kami ng SE Tex patawid na kami. 27% SOC. Ang Trip A namin is 94.5. Amazing hindi ko na-expect na aabot ng ganito to, considering nga yung load namin. 98 kilometers ang inabot ko, SLEX. Ang sakay ko lang yun, ilan lang kami, 3 lang kami. Tapos konting luggage, hindi katulad ng karga ngayon. I think one thing to really take note here is wag mo lang talaga piga-pigain. Okay? I mean, hindi ko naman sinabing magbagal ka. No, I'm not saying na sobrang slow kasi hindi na rin yun productive, hindi na rin yun efficient. Kasi syempre yung oras mo, yung lakad mo, kung may meeting ka, you need to get to a place. Pangit naman sobrang bagal mo. But what I'm saying is stay within speed limit. Within speed limit ka lang. Efficient pa rin. Ayan, 95 now, 93, 95.3, 26%, malapit na. Okay, umandar na yung ice natin. Nag-kick in siya at 97.3 kilometers. Oh my God, almost the same sa sinasabi kong 98 nung nasa SLEX kami. Ayan.
Automatic, sir.
Automatic lang ha, wag mo isasagad.
Start na tayo, sir.
Okay. Konti lang yan. Yun na yun. Pagdating natin sa PTT gas station, yung trip A ng Shark was at 109.1 kilometers. And we consumed 0.42 liters of gas. Ito na si Madam Pea, dala ang ating Ford Ranger. Okay, so ito ang tinakbo ng Ranger, 108.6. Katulad din dun sa kanina, wag mong isasagad, automatic lang. Okay. Yun, automatic na. Sige, ilang liters lang? Oh, 6.7. Okay. Now, let's analyze what happened in leg 1. For the Shark, naka-full EV tayo from our starting point dun sa clean fuel. Nag-EDSA tayo, NLEX, and then pagdating sa SCTEX, na-trigger yung gas engine at 97.3 kilometers sa trip A. Tapos tumakbo pa tayo ng 11.8 kilometers para makarating sa pinakamalapit na gas station. Dito sa 11.8 kilometers, naka-HEV mode na tayo, meaning we are already using both the battery and the gas. Pagdating sa PTT gas station, the total distance is 109.1 kilometers. Now, for the Ranger, from the same starting point dun sa clean fuel, nung nagpa-full tank tayo, all the way to PTT gas station, the total distance is 108.6 kilometers. You must be asking why shorter by 0.5 kilometers or 500 meters yung distance compared sa Shark. Yung Shark po kasi, after magpa-full tank, pinacharge ko pa siya, kaya may plus 500 meters. Anyway, konting difference lang naman. The battery capacity of the Shark is 29.6 kWh. Pagbaba sa 25% SOC, na-trigger yung gas engine, meaning 75% of the battery was consumed for the distance of 97.3 kilometers. 75% of the 29.6 kWh is 22.2 kWh. If you are charging at home sa presyong 12 pesos per kWh, that's 266 pesos and 40 cents. Bale, lumalabas 266 pesos and 40 cents ang nagastos namin for the 97.3 kilometers. Now, when it comes to the Ranger, for the distance of 108.6 kilometers, it consumes 6.7 liters of diesel. The average consumption was 16.2 kpl. Yung 97.3 kilometers EV range ng Shark can be computed by dividing it by 16.2, which is 6 liters. Meaning, yung full EV range ng Shark is equivalent to 6 liters of diesel ng Ranger. 75.8 per liter yung price ng diesel sa PTT. Bale, 454.8 pesos. Diba? But guys, let's also acknowledge na ang ganda din ng fuel efficiency ng Ranger, diba? Impressive ang 16.2 kpl for a loaded diesel truck in the highway. But then, comparing it with the 266 pesos and 40 cents of the Shark, mas matipid pa rin ang Shark. Dito talaga may advantage ang Shark DMO. For short drives, panalo talaga ang Shark. Leg number 2 is we are going to test the fuel efficiency of the Shark and the Ranger. So, tatakbo na yan ng HEV mode kasi used up na natin yung battery from leg 1, di ba? So, from SCTEX all the way to Rosario, we will measure the fuel consumption of each truck. Ayos ba? Okay, i-reset natin yung trip meter, no? Paki-reset nga, Sir Chester. Ayan, tapos trip A naman. Dito naman kay Ranger, i-reset na rin natin. Ayun, 0 na. Madam Bea, kumusta kayo dyan?
Komportable kami dito. Alam na yung isa kong pasahero over.
Daya!
Kanina gising na gising kami.
O, palit naman tayo, palit na. May mo yung ano ko dito eh. Pasayero ko.
May massage naman
daw.
Naka-recline, no? Yan
Comfortable siya.
Ang sarap nga mag-compare ng notes eh kasi galing kayo sa Ranger tapos lumipat kayo dito sa Shark. Si Edward naman nauna dito, lumipat doon. Pare-pareho ka na sinasabi. Pag umpisa namin mag-drive doon, ilang meters pa lang, sabi ni Edward. Ramdam ko na agad.
Iba yung ano.
Tsaka pag kumalampag siya, hindi lang sa ilalim, umaakyat. May may langit-ngit dito.
Dito swabe eh.
Tsaka malaki nga Malaki yung
Maluwag.
pati interior mas
Maluwag.
maluwag. Well, ang katapat naman talaga kasi nito is Ranger Raptor.
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 Yeah, but still, kung interior ang pag-uusapan, pareho lang sila. Kasi Ranger rin naman yun eh. Mas malaki lang yun sa labas. Actually, pinagpawisan na yung likod ko. Doon.
Mhm.
Wala kasi aircon doon.
Walang-
Walang blow. Ano ba?
Hindi, may aircon, wala lang ventilation.
Sa
Yung
likod,
seat.
no?
Oo. Basta yung likod ko. Kaya gusto ko rin lumipat.
Kaya nga sabi ko ako, talaga kung naunang lumabas to, baka hindi sila yung 6 lang nakuha.
Okay na yun kasi kung hindi tayo magkakasama
Oo.
ngayon. Kasi
Kaya
dapat
na naman tayo.
Oo.
siya ay kukunin ko, di ba?
Eh baka tayo magkasama.
Baka tayo hindi tayo magkasama.
Okay, nandito na tayo sa Sea Oil where BYD Rosario is. Ayan. Okay, ang official name pala is Rosario LU. Sea Electric Authorized Dealer. Automatic lang yung unang click lang.
395 sir, start 00.
Okay.
Okay na po.
11.47. Ayun, unang click. Okay na yan. Thank you. For the Shark, ang tinakbo natin is 110.7 kilometers, no? Ayan. Automatic lang, boss. So, unang pitik lang. Hanggang doon lang. 8 liters. Baka siguro mga 10. Ayun. 10 nga. Ayan. Sige, hanggang dyan na lang. For the Ranger, 110.5 kilometers ang tinakbo niya, all highway. Okay, let's talk about the results of leg 2. For the Shark, from PTT gas station in SC Tex all the way to Rosario, La Union, total distance was 110.7 kilometers. The Shark consumed 11.47 liters. The average consumption was 9.65 kilometers per liter. The cost was 845 pesos and 78 cents. The price was 73.70 per liter. Yung Ranger naman, from PTT to Rosario, the total distance was 110.5 kilometers. May slight difference yung trip meters nila, no? Anyway, konti lang naman. The Ranger consumed only 10 liters. The average fuel consumption was 11.05 kpl or kilometers per liter. Matipid din talaga yung Ranger, no? We paid 778 pesos and 33 cents. The price of the diesel was 77 pesos and 40 cents per liter. Kung highway drive, mas efficient pa rin yung Ranger, no? Please take note that in this leg, our speed was between 95 to 100 kph. A few times, lumalagpas kami, minsan hindi napapansin, umaabot ng 105 kph. Then back to 100. To tell you guys honestly, kapag Shark ang dala mo, prone ka talaga mag-overspeed. Kasi ang 100, napaka-basic sa kanya. Hindi mo ramdam, parang 70-80 ka lang. In this leg, dito rin namin talaga na-feel yung difference sa driving dynamics and comfort since nagpalitan kami ng passengers and drivers. Ayaw na nilang sumakay sa Ranger because of the harshness. Matagtag at makalampag hanggang headliner, maririnig mo talaga. Hindi naka-recline ang second row, walang ventilated seats, at walang aircon sa likod. We all agreed we are willing to pay for the extra fuel cost just to be in the comfort of the Shark. And also, take note, yung Ranger talagang efficient kapag ka nasa highway. So, maganda ang Ranger kung nakatira ka sa tabi ng highway, tapos yung destination mo sa tabi lang din ng highway. At yun lang din ang destination mo, yun lang ang takbo mo araw-araw. Now, leg number 3 is the most exciting part. This time, from Rosario going up to Baguio, tapos mga 2 days tayo sa Baguio pa ikot-ikot and then baba ulit ng Rosario. I-measure natin ngayon kung ano ang magiging fuel consumption nung dalawang trucks and at the same time, makikita natin yung power ng Shark. Itetest ko, I'll try my best to bring down the SOC of the Shark below 20% and bobombahan natin ang paakyat. May sakay na pasahero and titingnan natin, papakita ko sa inyo kung mangyayari ba yung sinasabi nung nag-post na nawawalan na raw ng torque kapag mababa na ang SOC. So, is it exciting enough for you guys? Reset na natin ulit yung trip A kasi mag-uumpisa na tayong umakyat ng Baguio via Cannon Road. Reset na natin yung trip meter ni Ranger. Guys, here at Team DTV, hindi lang kami mahilig mag-research. We like to do practical applications and real-world test drives. That's what we call our signature PRU test drive.
practical, relatable, and useful. If you enjoy this kind of content and find it informative in helping you choose your next ride, please subscribe to our channel.
Kung na CR, wala ka nang i-maintain.
Grabe oh, ang tarik na to. Wow. Wala lang sa Shark.
Naka-sport, di ba?
Naka-sport ba? Naka-normal?
Naka-normal.
Normal lang.
Kasi na-reset siya, di ba?
Oo. Oh, ayan. Guys, yung mga nagtatanong kung kaya bang umakyat ng Baguio ng Shark.
Kayang-kaya.
Kayang-kaya. Sumakay ka pa. Kahit may hila-hila pa. Paakyat na kami ng Session Road galing sa Lion's Head. So, it's really a different experience. Big difference day and night coming from the Ford Ranger. Tapos eto, balik na naman ako ulit dito sa Shark. Si Chester naman ang nandun sa Ranger. Mamaya tanungin natin siya ulit. But yeah, it's really a totally different experience. The quietness, the power. Well, right now, medyo maririnig mo na rin of course yung gas engine. Kasi hinahabol niya yung pagcha-charge ng battery. And let me see if it's already helping to propel the car.
Yeah. Nakapala.
Well, it's running pero walang propulsion na sinasabi, no? So guys, I just want to mention, no, only because of the testing that we're doing, kaya ginagawa ko talaga pure HEV lang sa highway from kanina, you know, from NLEX, SCTEX, TPLEX, HEV tayo. And then, etong paakyat natin ng Baguio via Cannon Road, HEV lang din tayo. Pero, if I own this, and pupunta kami ng Baguio, iibahin ko ang diskarte. Ang gagawin ko, HEV, doon sa highway, isa-set ko yung SOC to 70%. Kasi sa ngayon, I forgot to mention, nilagay ko lang talaga siya sa 25 para HEV lang talaga siya. Ngayon, on a regular day, with my family, with my friends na pupunta ng Baguio with the Shark, ang gagawin ko talaga dyan is HEV, SOC 70% save. Bakit? Para habang nandun tayo sa SCTEX, sa TPLEX na highway, magcha-charge siya, i-charge siya up to 70%. Matipid yon kasi mabilis ang takbo mo, tapos malaking tulong ng regen. So by the time na makarating ka ng Rosario, bago umakyat ng Cannon, meron ka ng 70% na charge. And then yun ngayon ang gagamitin mo sa pag-akyat. Okay? But eto, just for the sake of the testing, the experiment that we're doing, kaya ako ginawang hindi ko sinet to 70 para andar lang talaga ng andar yung engine. Makita natin yung consumption, yung power in HEV mode, paakyat ng Baguio. Kasi otherwise, kung may 70% ako na battery charge, akit ako dito ng full EV. My God! Ito no, ang tarik. Ito mo. Tingnan yung angle ko. Woohoo! Andyan si Chester, oh.
Kaya?
Ilang degrees to?
Mahigit 50.
Oh, nice. Aha, andyan pala kayo. Hey guys, hi. Ayan, late lunch kami. Na traffic kung saan-saan pa kasi dumaan. Ayan. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Medyo pause ako ngayon. Meron akong konting sore throat. Ayan si Madam Peña.
Hello.
So, this is our second day here at Baguio. Tapos, we are gonna meet up with the gang in a few minutes. Dadaan lang tayo dito sa Baguio Country Club. The other office, cafe and bar. Ayun. Tapos, meron na sila dito parang take-out counter. 370.
Dalawang racing, isang apple, cinnamon.
Apple cinnamon. Okay ba yun? Masarap ba yun, miss?
Alin?
Yung cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Oh, pag hindi masarap, pwede ibalik. Guys, so gusto kong subukan i-replicate yung sinasabing kapag kargado daw, tapos paahon, tapos mababa ang SOC, naglo-lose power. Okay? Kaya lang, ang SOC natin ngayon nasa 24%. Hindi pa siya 20 below. Pero pakita ko lang din sa inyo. Okay? So, konting silip lang. Si Madam Pea dito sa passenger side. And then sa likod, meron tayong apat na passengers. Total of 6. And nandun pa rin yung 20 barrels of water natin sa likod. Ayan, 24%. Okay, naka-HEV tayo, naka-normal. Siguro gawin kong sport. Ayan, naka-sport. Andun si Chester, yung Ford Ranger natin, para lang may visual kayo, may imagine nyo kung gaano kataas yan. Okay, ready? Naka-sport tayo, tatapakan ko. Guys, ready? 3, 2, 1, floor. Hindi ko na kaya eh. Ako ang sumusuko eh. Hindi ko ma-imagine paano sasabihin nagdo-low power to. Ayan, strawberry taho. Ayan o. Sarap, Chester. Ayos ah. Yun o. Doon ako nainggit o. Magkano yan?
60. Masarap
60? Oo. Tapos na kami mamasyal sa Session Road. At pagod na. The gang is tired. Ano, sulit? Masaya naman tayo, ano? Okay. So, pababa na kami. Nandito na kami actually sa Canon. And ang SOC natin is 22%, no? Hindi namin ma-replicate yung sinasabi nung nag-post nga na below 20% daw kesyo humihina. Galing dun sa Itogon, dun sa Airbnb. Puro paakyat yon. Nag-sport mode kami, naka 23 yata yun, 22, 23 yung SOC. Wala namang problema hanggang sa nakarating kami ng Burnham Park. So hindi naman siya nagkaroon ng power loss. Okay? Kasi at that situation, naka-sport, fully loaded, tapos tinapakan ko yung ice, yung behavior niya, hindi lang niya charge yung battery, pinopropel niya na rin yung shark. So there's propulsion, hindi lang siya nagcha-charge. 28% na ang SOC natin. Naka-HEV tayo pero hindi umaandar yung ice. Kasi nga panay pababa, panay region. Ang bilis lang, from 25 naging 28. Nandito na tayo, kakapasok lang natin sa TP Lex. Ang speed natin, hindi tayo masyadong mabagal Lumalaro tayo between 90 to 100. Okay? Even yung kahapon, yung papunta natin ng Baguio, nung nasa NLEX, SCTEX, TPLEX tayo, within speed limit tayo. Okay? Pero not way below. Kasi may minimum dito na 80, di ba? Maximum 100. Sobrang mabagal, 70. Maabala ka naman sa biyahe mo. Hindi na nag-make sense yun. So, within reasonable speed tayo. Like right now, nasa 96 ako. Pakita mo, Madam Pea. Ayan, 96. Okay? Paminsan, hindi ko napapansin, lumalagpas, nag-110. So, nasa ano tayo? Within reasonable speed tayo. Pag nakita ko nang nag-105, balik tayo agad sa 100. Or yun, mga ganyan, mga 95. Gas engine, and it's doing its job. 2 jobs, propelling the wheels and charging the battery at the same time. So, it's raining, no? So, syempre, affected ang traction natin on the road. One advantage of the Shark is all-wheel drive to real-time. So, you are a lot more safe compared to the Ford Ranger. Although it's 4x4, hindi siya real-time. Yung Ranger, magmula kahapon, going to Baguio, while in Baguio and now going back home, never namin ginamit ang 4x4. Kasi yung design ng 4x4 niya is only for off-road. Pag loose na ground, doon mo lang yun gagamitin. Sa ganitong highway, hindi mo yung pwedeng paandarin yung 4 wheels niya, yung 4-wheel drive niya. Masisira yon. Nandito na tayo sa Petron, yung may Jollibee and McDo, dito sa TP Lex. So ayan, ang trip A natin is 171.6 kilometers. Magpapakarga na tayo. Automatic lang Pag mo isasagad ha, 82 pesos per liter. XCS 95 octane. Ayan, nag-automatic na. Boss, okay na, tapos na. Ayun, 22 liters ang na-consume. Worth 1,875. Okay, dito naman sa Ranger, ang total na tinakbo niya is 166.8 kilometers. Automatic lang ha, wag mong isasagad.
Diesel max po sir.
Diesel max. Ayan, nag-automatic na. So, eto, ang na-consume niya is 14.6 liters.
So sa leg 3 from BYD Rosario LU, nag-Cannon Road tayo paakyat ng Baguio. Kumain, namasyal, like a normal tourist, di ba? The following day, ganun ulit. Bandang hapon, bumaba na kami. Malakas yung regenerative braking ng Shark. Kaya inubos muna namin ito at umabot kami ng TP Lex. The total distance was 171.6 kilometers. Yung Ranger naman, total distance was 166.8 kilometers. Shorter ang tinakbo ng Ranger kasi magkaiba kami ng hotel. At may extra trips kami ni Madam Pea tulad ng pagbili ng raisin bread. And aside from that, yun na nga, yung extra test ride pa namin trying to replicate yung sinasabing power loss. Kaya mas mahaba ang tinakbo ng Shark at mas maraming na-consume na fuel kakabomba ng accelerator. The Shark consumed 22 liters and the average was 7.8 kilometers per liter, while the Ranger consumed 14.16 liters and the average was 11.8 kpl or kilometers per liter. As we all know, EVs are so much more efficient in stop-and-go low-speed traffic, while yung ICE vehicles naman like the Ranger, they gain efficiency at steady, higher highway speeds. And it is very evident in our test results here. Guys, real data yan ha. Totoo yan. That is why BYD developed the DMI and DMO technologies, giving you the best of both worlds. The total fuel and charging cost of the Shark was 2,987 pesos and 34 cents, while yung fuel cost ng Ranger was 2,350 pesos. A difference of 636 pesos and 99 cents. Kahit pa sabihin natin 1,000 pesos ang difference na yan, mas pipiliin kong sumakay sa Shark over the Ranger because of the comfort and overall experience. But then, unfair din naman. I'm aware and I admit, unfair naman to compare sa Ranger kasi ang katapat talaga ng Shark is the Ranger Raptor that has better suspension setup, premium interior, and more comfortable ride. Sa ganung aspect, talo naman talaga yung Ranger Sport. So, yung Ranger Raptor talaga ang mas ka-level niya. But then again, the Ranger Raptor is not as efficient as the Ranger Sport. Kasi, mas malaki ang wheels, mas mabigat, mas powerful, at mas makonsumo. Baka mamaya, mas makonsumo pa yung Raptor sa Shark. How I wish I was able to look for a Ranger Raptor for this test. Kaya lang, wala akong nakita, wala akong nahanap. But, thankful pa rin for the Ranger Sport kasi it's one of the very fuel-efficient pickup ICE trucks that we have right now in the market. Alam ko efficient yung 2.0, pero hindi ko alam na ganito ka-efficient. So, yeah, okay pa rin naman na yung Ranger Sport ang naging comparison natin, no? Kasi now we have realistic data that for a Baguio trip, konti lang ang additional cost for a much more comfortable ride with the Shark. Maganda siguro next time yung Ranger Raptor ang kasabay ng Shark. Lalo na yung gas engine, no? Kasi quiet din yun, tahimik. Anyway, for the Shark, based on my personal experience, the sweet spot is 70 to 80 kph. For you, as the future buyer, the question is, where do you drive most of the time? In traffic below 80 kph or in the highway above 80 kph? And the more important question is, how far is your daily drive? If it's below 100 kilometers, lamang na lamang dyan ang Shark. Charge ka lang ng charge sa bahay. Dito sa test drive natin, umabot tayo ng 97.3 kilometers. Fully loaded yan ha. Halimbawa, taga-Angeles ka, Pampanga, makakarating ka na without consuming gas. Di ba? Pagdating mo, mag-charge ka na ulit. Or, magdala ka ng Charge X. Yung portable charger natin, di ba? Tuwing titigil ka, mag-charge ka. Di ba? So, malaking tipid sa gas. Yan ang wala sa Ranger. Yun talaga ang advantage ng DMO. Dati maka-Hilux din ako, just like any guy in my age bracket. The indestructible Hilux. Pero pagdating ng Ranger, mas malambot ang steering wheel, mas comfy ang ride, mas maluwag ang interior, more tech, mas gusto ko na ang Ranger. Lalo na yung Raptor. Ilang beses ko rin na-feature dito sa channel ang Raptor. Pero ngayon, nandiyan na ang Shark. More tech, naka-DMO, more comfy, and mas gusto ko naman ngayon ang Shark. Kinukwento ko lang kasi ang ibig ko lang sabihin is, wala tayong brand bias. Gusto ko kasi new technology, yung may improvement, at reasonable ang price. Hindi yung lumang-luma na tapos pamahal ng pamahal. Balikan naman natin si Sir. Himayin natin mga sinabi niya. Sabi ni Sir, full tank is only 304 kilometers if you deduct the EV range na 50 kilometers. Unahin natin yung EV range. Dito sa test drive natin to Baguio, umabot tayo ng 97.3 kilometers of EV range with an average speed of between 90 to 100 kph. Fully loaded yan take note. Second, for legs 1, 2, and 3, umabot tayo ng total of 379 kilometers. Again, 97.3 kilometers of that was from the battery. 282.3 kilometers was from the 33.47 liters of gas. So, the average fuel consumption was 8.43 kilometers per liter. 60 liters ang fuel tank capacity ng Shark. Multiply 8.43 by 60 kasi 60 liters ang fuel tank capacity ng Shark, di ba? That's 505.8 kilometers. Grabe naman yung 304 kilometers na sinasabi ni Sir. Now, don't get me wrong hindi ko sinasabing gawa-gawa ni Sir yung 304 kilometers niya. I believe totoo yon, pero curious ako, gaano ba siya kabilis magpatakbo? Gaano katarik ang inaakyat niya and gaano kabigat ang karga niya para bumaba ng 304 kilometers ang range niya? Kasi tayo, fully loaded na, umakyat pa nga tayo ng Baguio, pero umabot pa rin ng 505.8 kilometers. Yun nga lang, within speed limits tayo. Next, sabi din ni Sir, 1 liter will give you only 7 kilometer range. Based on the result of leg 2, yung sa highway, the average fuel consumption was 9.65 kpl. Based naman on leg 3, the average fuel consumption was 7.8 kilometers per liter. Kung kay Sir umaabot lang siya ng 7 kilometers to a liter, mukhang ang driving scenario niya similar sa Baguio, no? Siguro nakatira siya or mahilig siyang umakyat ng bundok sa may katulad ng sa Baguio. So akyat baba siya. I'm only guessing. Sabi rin ni Sir, that 800 kilometers promise is a fantasy. Kalokohan yung 800 kilometers na yan. BYD's claim of 800 kilometers combined range is based on NEDC, which is notoriously optimistic. But according to the WLTP test, that does a more realistic test procedure, the EV range is 85 kilometers and the combined range is 670 kilometers. And these numbers are closer to ours. Pero kay Sir, malayo. Don't get me wrong hindi ko pinapasinungalingan si Sir. Hindi natin siya inaaway. Alright? In fact, if you pay attention to his post, meron siyang disclaimer. Okay? So sabi niya sa disclaimer niya, these are all based on my personal experience and my driving habit. Yun, that's the fine print na para sa atin na mga nakabasa ng post na yon, wag natin kunin basta-basta yung headline niya. Tingnan natin yung fine print kasi sinasabi niya nga, depende naman yun sa driving habit niya. I agree na totoo yung number niya, totoong na experience na yon. Pero ang hindi natin kasi alam, ano yung mismong driving habit niya. You know? So, I can only guess na si Sir ay nasa mountainous area, palagi nasa highway, at mabilis magpatakbo or mabigat ang paa. Okay? I'm only guessing. Kasi, ang basis ko, yung ginawa nga nating test drive to Baguio. Fully loaded na yon. Within speed limits naman tayo. Pero hindi pareho sa kanya yung numbers na nakuha natin. Now, sabi pa niya, if you want to really save on BYD Shark 6 in terms of fuel consumption, limit your speed to 80 kph maximum. So sabi niya, kung gusto mo daw ma-maximize, I agree. doon ka lang sa 80. Actually, between 70 to 80. Doon mo ma-maximize. Pero again, hindi nga yung practical. Anong oras ka pa makakarating sa destination mo kung ganun ka kabagal? So, true yung sinasabi niya. I agree. Pero, based on leg 2, sa ginawa nating test, maintaining the speed of 100 kph, the additional cost is not so bad at all. And who knows, kung kasabay natin dun is a Ranger Raptor or a Hilux GRS, baka mamaya mas makonsumo pa. So, I'm just saying, hindi outrageous yung consumption ng Shark. Next, sabi ni Sir, forget the fact that you are promised by BYD a 400 plus HP. It's actually 430. You know? Hindi namin maibaba kasi yung SOC to 20% eh. Kasi sa Baguio, akyat baba, ang ganda ng region ng Shark. Magkukonsume ka pa akyat, pag bumaba ka naman, magre-region na naman siya. So, lumalaro yung SOC namin mga 22, 21, pinakamababa yata. So, anyway, I did some research, okay? When the battery is really low, theoretically, the Shark can no longer produce its absolute maximum combined power output. Tama naman si Sir Don, pwedeng mangyari yon. Pero ang tanong ko, what kind of terrain and driving habit ang gagawin mo para mapiga mo ng husto ang DMO system at maramdaman mo ang power drop? Di ba? Talaga sigurong extreme na akyatan, loaded, tapos hataw ka ng hataw. Yun lang ang nakikita kong scenario. BYD released the Shark Performance 2.0T or Turbo in Australia and South Africa. This version pushes out a massive 700 Newton meters of torque and was designed specifically to address the needs of the hardcore truck guy who needs a full 3,500 kilogram of towing capacity along with sustained mountain climbing power under severe loads. May ganong scenario. Kaya naglabas si BYD ng 2.0 version kasi yung nandito sa atin is 1.5 lang. Sa Australia, alam nyo naman, di ba, mga outdoorsy mga tao ron. Ang tanong ko naman, dito sa atin sa Pinas, anong real-world scenario ang kailangan mo ng 3,500 kilogram of towing power paakyat ng bundok na tuloy-tuloy? Sabihin na natin may trailer ka, akyat mo ng Baguio. Hindi ka rin naman makaakyat sa Baguio ng tuloy-tuloy kasi may traffic. So, paakyat ka, titigil ka. Pag nakatigil ka, aandar yung makina. Magcha-charge ng battery. So, yung battery mo, yung SOC mo, hindi siya bababa ng ganun kababa. So, again, I can only guess, medyo extreme ang driving scenario ni Sir. And his Shark is really being pushed to the limit. Probably, he needs the Shark Performance 2.0. Siguro, pag dumating sa Pilipinas, baka yun ang mas bagay sa kanya. Yung mga statements kasi ni Sir, medyo sweeping ang dating, 'di ba? Kapag hindi mo pinansin yung disclaimer niya. At yan ang naging effect doon sa kaibigan ko na nag-message sa akin. So, umurong siya sa pagbili ng Shark kasi natakot siya. Alright? And ako, kahit din naman binasa ko yung disclaimer niya, wala rin masyadong siyang shinare ng details kung ano yung ano ba talaga yung sinasabi niyang driving habit, no? Hindi natin alam. So that's why I said I can only guess based on the Baguio test ride that we did. Team, of course, we want to make sure that we invest our hard-earned money wisely. Pero at the same time, we also don't want to miss out on a vehicle that might work perfectly for our specific use case, even if it doesn't work for others. Diba? Kaya dapat we read the fine print. So that's why in this video, we gave you the finest print. Hinimay-himay na namin yan para sa inyo. Because here at Team DTV, hindi lang kami mahilig mag-research. We love to do experiment. We love to do practical, relatable, and useful test drives. If you enjoy this kind of content, it would truly inspire us to do more if you hit that subscribe button. Alright? Thank you guys for watching. As always, please drive safe. Bye.